the mantra doubly twofold once again. How's life?
I'm sorry?
Life is good.
God. I'm struggling over here. I'm glad somebody's having a good time.
Hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. My little secret.
Yeah.
I've always said life is beautiful. When I was in jail, when I was on the street, when I was, doesn't matter. Whatever circumstance, life is beautiful.
Transcendental vision.
I didn't even know I had it. That's the funny part.
And what?
This transcendental vision.
Oh.
I just thought it was normal. Until everyone started telling me things like, are you a philosopher? Or one girl actually called me a transcendentalist, but I didn't even know what the word meant.
Alright, so it's a real short lecture, though really sweet. So I'm going to read the verse and the purport, and then we'll go from there. Okay. First, please.
What should I do with the lights?
Turn them off. Okay. So, give me a second. Complicated than usual. Yeah, we're going to sing that song first, but you need to just pull one of those, and you want to put it down to the lunch. All right, just give me one more second. All right. Don't worry about it, John. Just set up yourself. Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hari Jaya Radha Madhava Punjabi Hari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridhari Vallabha Giridhari Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yashodanandana Braja Janarandana Yamunati ISKCON BBD founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Vishnu Bharat Paramahansa, Acharya Stotra Shri Srimad Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Kantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhaktavinda ki jai. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to the assembled devotees. All glory to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Is there any reason why these decorations can't come down today?
I'm sorry?
The decorations, can they not come down?
They can, they should.
Shouldn't have been that a week ago.
Well,
Well, it was
for
the weekend.
period, yeah, the weekend. So, being as this is a short lecture, I'm going to read the verse and purport so we can all chant together.
I'll say, you say. Tatcharadana muniho. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, translation commentary by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Canto 1, Chapter 2, verse number 12. Tatchaddadana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagahitaya Tatchaddadhana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagahitaya Tatchaddadhana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya Pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagahitaya. Janardas. Tatchaddadhana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya Bhaktya shrutagahitaya. Damodar. Tatchaddadhana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagahitaya. Right? Can you do it? Tatchaddadhana muniyo jnana vairagya yuktaya pasyantyatmani chatmanam bhaktya shrutagahitaya. All right, so we'll have a little repetition here, but I'll give the translation and the purport. The seriously inquisitive student or sage, well equipped with knowledge and detachment, realizes that absolute truth by rendering devotional service in terms of what he has heard from the Vedanta Shruti. So what is that absolute truth? I'll read the previous verse. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma, or Bhagavan. Purport to this text. The Absolute Truth is realized in full by the process of devotional service to the Lord, Vasudeva, or the personality of Godhead, who is the full-fledged Absolute Truth. Brahman is his transcendental bodily effulgence, and Paramatma is his partial representation. As such, Brahman or Paramatma realization of the Absolute Truth is but a partial realization. There are 4 different types of human beings: the karmis, the jnanis, the yogis, and the devotees. The karmis are materialistic, whereas the other 3 are transcendental. The first-class transcendentalists are the devotees who have realized the Supreme Person. The second-class transcendentalists are those who have partially realized the plenary portion of the Absolute Person. And the third-class transcendentalists are those who have barely realized the spiritual focus of the Absolute Person. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita and other Vedic literatures, the Supreme Person is realized by devotional service, which is backed by full knowledge and detachment from material association. We have already discussed the point that devotional service is followed by knowledge and detachment from material association. As Brahman and Paramatma realization are imperfect realizations of the Absolute Truth, so the means of realizing Brahman and Paramatma, that is, the paths of jnana and yoga, are also imperfect means of realizing the Absolute Truth. Devotional service, which is based on the foreground of full knowledge combined with detachment from material association, and which is fixed by the all reception of the Vedanta Shruti, is the only perfect method by which the seriously inquisitive student can realize the Absolute Truth. Devotional service is not, therefore, meant for the less intelligent class of transcendentalists. There are 3 classes of devotees, namely the first, second, and third class. The third-class devotees, or the neophytes, who have no knowledge and are not detached from material association, but who are simply attracted by the preliminary process of worshipping the deity in the temple, are called material devotees. Material devotees are more attached to material benefit than transcendental profit. Therefore, one has to make definite progress from the position of material devotional service to the second-class devotional position. In the second-class position, the devotee can see 4 principles in the devotional line, namely, the personality of Godhead, his devotees, the ignorant, and the envious. One has to raise himself at least to the stage of second-class devotee and thus become eligible to know the Absolute Truth. A third-class devotee, therefore, has to receive the instructions of devotional service from the authoritative sources of the Bhagavatam. The number 1 Bhagavat is the established personality of devotee, and the other Bhagavatam is the message of Godhead. The third-class devotee, therefore, has to go to the personality of devotee in order to learn the instructions of devotional service. Sorry. Such a personality of devotee is not a professional man who earns his livelihood by the business of Bhagavatam. Such a devotee must be a representative of Shukadeva Goswami, like Sutta Goswami, and must preach the cult of devotional service for the all-around benefit of all people. A neophyte devotee has very little taste for hearing from the authorities. Such a neophyte devotee makes a show of hearing from the professional man to satisfy his senses. This sort of hearing and chanting has spoiled the whole thing, so one should be very careful about the faulty process. The holy messages of Godhead, as inculcated in the Bhagavad Gita or in the Srimad Bhagavatam, are undoubtedly transcendental subjects. But even though they are so, such transcendental matters are not to be received from the professional man, who spoils them as the serpent spoils milk, simply by the touch of his tongue. A sincere devotee must, therefore, be prepared to hear the Vedic literature like the Upanishads, Vedanta, and other literatures left by the previous authorities or Goswamis for the benefit of his progress. Without hearing such literatures, one cannot make actual progress. And without hearing and following the instructions, the show of devotional service becomes worthless and therefore a sort of disturbance in the path of devotional service. Unless, therefore, devotional service is established on the principles of Shruti, Smriti, Purana, or Pancharatra authorities, the make show of devotional service should at once be rejected. An authorized devotee should never be recognized as a pure devotee. An unauthorized devotee should never be recognized as a pure devotee. By assimilation of such messages from the Vedic literatures, one can see the all-pervading localized aspect of the personality of Godhead within his own self. Wait a minute. What did I do? Within his own self, constantly. This is called samadhi. Okay, so now we will go to Prabhupada's talk on this verse. Give me a second here. Okay. So now, it's a little complicated. Let me go over here.
Is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, text number 12, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on August 5th, 1972, in Los Angeles.
So, people, they sometimes say, can you show me God? Have you seen God? These questions sometimes we meet. So the answer is here. Yes, you can see God. Everyone can see God. I am also seeing God. But there must be the qualification. Just like God is there. Suppose a motor car is there. Something is wrong there. Everyone is seeing. But one engineer or mechanic, he sees differently. Therefore we have to go there. What is wrong in this car? It is not running. He immediately touches some machine part, it runs. So these rascals, they do not know that how I can see God if I have not the qualification. The machine has gone wrong. I am seeing the machine. And the engineer, the mechanic, he is also seeing the machine. But he is seeing, and my seeing is different. He is qualified to see. Therefore, when the machine has gone wrong, immediately he touches some part, it runs. So, see, if for a machine we require so much qualification, and we want to see God without any qualification, just see the fun. Without any qualification. Rascals, they are so rascal, so fool, that they want to see God with their nuisance qualification. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Naham prakasa sarvasu yogamaya samapritaha. I am not exposed to everyone. Yogamaya is covering. So how you can see God? But this rascaldom is going on. That can you show me God? Have you seen God? God has become just a plaything. Here is God, He is incarnation of God. Namana duskitinam mudha prapaddante naradha. They are sinful, rascals, fools, lowest of the mankind. They inquire like that. Can you show me God? What qualification you have acquired that you can see God? Here is the qualification. What is that? Sat-tat saddadhanamuna. Oh, one must be first of all faithful. Faithful. Saddadhana. He must be very much eager to see God actually. Not that as a proclivity, frivolous thing. Can you show me God? A magic, just like God is a magic. No, he must be very serious. Yes, if there is God, we have seen, we have been informed about God. So, I must see. There is a story in this connection. It is very instructive. Try to hear. One professional reciter was reciting about Bhagavatam, and he was describing that Krishna, being very highly decorated with all jewels, he is sent for tending the cows in the forest. So, there was a thief in that meeting. So he thought that why not then go to Vrindavan and plunder this boy. He's in the forest with so many valuable jewels. I can go there and catch the child and take all the jewels. That was his intention. So you are serious? I must find out that boy. Then in one night I shall become millionaire. So much jewelry. So he went there. But his qualification was that I must see Krishna. I must see Krishna. That anxiety, that eagerness made it possible that in Vrindavan he saw Krishna. He saw Krishna the same way as he was informed by the Bhagavatam. Then he said, oh, you are so nice boy, Krishna. So he began to flatter. He thought that flattering, I shall take all the jewels. So when he proposed his real business, so may I take some of these ornaments? You are so rich. No. My mother will be angry. I cannot. Krishna has a child. So he became more and more eager for Krishna. And then, by Krishna's association, he has already become purified. Then at last Krishna said, all right, you can take. And then he became a devotee immediately. Because by Krishna's association, somewhere or other, we should come in contact with Krishna. Somewhere or other. Then we will be purified. Kaman, Bhayat, Desat, that's the gopis. The gopis came to Krishna being captivated by his beautiful features. They were young girls and Krishna was so beautiful. So actually they came to Krishna being lusty. But Krishna is so pure that they became first class devotees. There is no comparison of their devotion because they love Krishna with heart and soul. That is the qualification. That is the qualification. They love so much Krishna that they didn't care for family, for reputation. When they are going at dead of night, Krishna's flute was there and they are all fleeing. Their father, their brother, their husband, where you are going? Where you are going in this dead of night? They didn't care. They neglected their children, their family, everything. We must go to Krishna. So this is required. We must be very, very eager so that many gopis who were forcibly stopped going to Krishna, they lost their life. Just see how much eager they are. So this eagerness is wanted. Then you can see God. Either you become lusty or a thief or a murderer, whatever it means. Somewhere or other, if you develop this eagerness that I must see Krishna, then Krishna will be seen. So, here is the first thing is how much eager you are to see Krishna. Krishna will respond. If you are actually eager to see Krishna, the reason may be different. Either you are lusty or to steal his ornament or somewhere or other you become attracted to Krishna. Then your business is successful. Rupa Goswami has advised that he said in a poetry, it is on the matter of the gopis talking. The one gopi is advising another gopi that, my dear friend, Smirang, Chandrakena, Vamsina Stadhara, Ujjala Chandrakena, Kesiti Thopakanthe, Govindakya, Ma Prekhista Tavajadi Sakhe Bandhu Sangestiranga. The idea is that one gopi is advising another gopi, my dear friend, and there is one boy, his name is Govind. He is standing on the bank of Jamuna near the Kesi Ghat and is playing on his flute. And he is so beautiful that especially during full moon night, please do not go there. Why? Because if you have got intention to enjoy in this material world with your family members, wife, children, husband, please do not go there. Smirang bhangitraya parijitang sachi vistirna drishti bhangitra. Krishna is all stands in three carved way with his flute. That is Krishna's Tribhanga Murad. Tribhanga. Three places he is bent. So, Smirang bhangitraya parijitang sachi vistirna drishti Ma prekhista sakhe yadi tava bandhu sange stiranga. If you think that you will enjoy more your life in this material world, then you do not go there. You do not go. The idea is that if you want to see Krishna, then you will forget all this nonsense material enjoyment. That is seeing Krishna. Nava Shaming Kitatosmi Parangana Jati. My dear Lord, I don't want anything. Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj went to see Krishna to get the kingdom of his father. But when he saw Krishna, Vishnu offered, no, whatever benediction you want, you take. He said, Saming Kitatosmi Parangana Jati. My dear Lord, I have no more any business. That is Krishna. That if you want to see Krishna for some business, I shall see Krishna just like, of course, if you are eager to see Krishna, the motive may be different, but somehow or other, due to your eagerness, you will see Krishna. That is the only qualification. Another poetry, Rupa Goswami says, Krishna bhakti rasabhavitamati kriyatam jadi kutopi labhati. This Krishna consciousness, I have taken this from this word, Krishna bhakti rasabhavanamati. This is actual translation in Sanskrit of Krishna bhakti rasabhavanamrita.
Next is a lecture by His Divine Grace,
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button. Let me go back and I'll find out what it is.
next
Eager, so that many gopis who are become attracted to Krishna, then your business is successful. Rupa Goswami has advised that he said in a poetry, it is on the matter of the gopis talking. The one gopi is at why? Because if you have got Raming kitatosmi barang na jati. My dear, that if you want to see Krishna for some business, I shall see Krishna just like, of course, if you are eager to see Krishna, the motive may be different, but somehow or other, due to your eagerness, you will see Krishna. That is the only qualification. Another poetry, Rupa Goswami says, Krishna bhakti rasabhavitamati kriyatam jadi kutopi labhati. This Krishna consciousness, I have taken this from this word, Krishna.
When he says this Krishna consciousness, he means the phrase Krishna consciousness. You understand? That very phrase which Prabhupada introduced to us comes from this verse. The first line, Krishna bhakti rasabhavitamati. Mati means mind, consciousness, and Krishna bhakti rasabhavita means absorbed in the rasa or relationships of devotional service to Krishna. So that's Krishna consciousness. Just to let you know, because it may not be clear.
Rasa bhavanamati. This is actual translation in Sanskrit or Krishna bhakti rasa bhavanamrita. So Rupa Goswami advises that Krishna consciousness, if it is possible, please purchase. Don't delay. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavanamrita kriyatam. Purchase immediately. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavanamrita kriyatam jadi kutovi. When it is available, it is a very nice thing. Yes, it is available. You can purchase. The movement is going on. And what is the price? Price is such a nice thing. You have to pay price. Yes, there is price. What is that? Tattsalaulam ekamullam. Simply your eagerness. That is price. This price you have to pay. Then you get Krishna. Immediately. Krishna is not poor. And the Krishna seller, the Krishna devotee, he is also not poor. He can distribute Krishna free, and he is doing that. Simply you have to purchase by eagerness. That is what. Tatra laulam. Now eagerness, I have got eagerness. It is not so easy. Tatra laulam ekamullam jalma koti sukriti bhina labhati. This eagerness cannot be achieved even by pious activities for millions of births. If you simply go on doing pious activities, because without being pious you cannot approach Krishna. So if you go on doing simply pious activities, janma koti bhi, sukriti bhi. Sukriti means pious activity. Simply pious. Still this eagerness is not awakened. So this eagerness is very important thing. But it can be awakened by the association of devotees. Therefore we are giving chance to everyone to invoke that eagerness. Then you will see God eye to eye. That is not a bigger. Tatsadadhana munayo. Those who have developed that eagerness, faith, that I must see Krishna in this life. This life is meant for seeing Krishna. It is not meant for becoming dogs and hogs. Unfortunately, the whole civilization is going on. They are being trained to become dogs and hogs. It is only an institution that is teaching people how to see Krishna. This is the only institution, this Krishna consciousness. It is so important. Tasadadhana munaya jnana vairagya juktaya. By eagerness, automatically you will be enriched with knowledge and detachment. Knowledge does not mean now we have discovered this atomic bomb. That is not knowledge. What knowledge this is? People are dying. You have discovered something which will accelerate death. But we are giving some knowledge to stop death. That is Krishna consciousness. This is knowledge. Jnana Vairag. And as soon as you get this knowledge, automatically you become detached to all this nonsense material.
I'm going to read the rest. I don't know, they cut it off. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna. I mentioned at the beginning, I don't think you were here, it was a little short, so I read the purport and everything. That's all I have today. I had a much longer one from Vrindavan, but it was all geared for the Indians. This is spoken in LA for us. Hare Krishna. Jai. Jai. Krishna Bhakti is a Bhagavatam. Oh, you want to know? Okay, let's get it. We got this song. What do you mean? Radha, Radha, you know, and Radha is the name of Krishna. Kunja are the gardens of the Power. There's nice thing I don't know on the radio. The Kunjas. The Hari, he who enjoys the Radha. A lot of these things I don't think they're really a lot that would be interesting. Yes. And then, so then in general, gopis, they're the cow and goat. Goat means cow. I don't know. And Pi is the female form of the cow, which means protect. So the cow protects the goat. But it's not. Gopis go there and always the cow. So these are the gopis. Jana simply means the gopi people. Vallabha. He's very dear to them. They love him dearly. Giri means a hill. But aside from that, Vallabha means the best hill. The best So,
It's 4-page way.
I don't know how many pages it was, it's pretty long though.
It's 54
the
pages.
same idea.
It's pretty long, yeah.
I drink the karma with it,
He
right?
showed
Yeah,
us the
exactly.
name of his mother.
Yeah.
And Nandana means the beloved son. The beloved son of the show. And Braja is a name, is a short name for Vrindavan, which is good. And the Braja Janas, those are the residents of Vrindavan, doesn't mean people. So all the residents of Vrindavan, Ranjana delights them with his pastime. It's all love. The whole thing is world of love. Pastimes are something that you do just for fun. We have that. We try to do things for fun. It's not what we do. Yes, but that's all he does. He doesn't have any obligation. Everything he does is just, out of pure desire. So, Vajrajana Ranjana, he delights the residents with his pastime. Yamuna, now the Yamuna is the name of a river. The sacred river there in Vrindavan. And Yamuna means of the Yamuna. So of the Yamuna, Tira, the bank. On the bank of the Yamuna are all these forests. You know, where he likes to play in the forest too. So Charya, again, means he's enacting pastimes in the forest on the bank of the Yamuna. So it's a nice meditation on Krishna and Vrindavan. And before every class, everybody has to sing a song. That's what he's thinking. It's great, you know, when you know the meaning, it makes all these pictures in your mind. The goddess of fortune. Okay, well that's... Krishna has different manifestations. In Vrindavan, he's this young boy who grows up, you know, and it's all very spontaneous. But Krishna expands, you know, in the spiritual world he expands, and there's the official form of God, like his Vishnu form, his four arms. And he has a consort who he's married to formally, and she's a goddess of fortune, named Shri or Lakshmi. So, and in Krishna's later league, he's in Dwarka, a different city. He had many thousands of wives. And they were all formally married, they had children and everything, and each one had a palace, and they expand themselves so he was doing every palace. So he has these married pastimes also, that's a variety of rasa relationship. But the most intense love is felt by the gopis, and so that's his original home and his most favorite place in Vrindavan. Because it's like flawless, you know, just this way. Because they're married to others or they're unmarried. You know, so that's not allowed, but they go out in the forest. So it's like that added aspect of the illicit makes it, you know. So well, the thing is, you have to understand that this world is a reflection of the spiritual world. And so that which is highest in the spiritual world is the lowest in this world. It's like you have a big tree at the top of it is down the lowest in this reflection. So in this world, the illicit relation between man and woman is not good. It's degrading. And we can see the result. You know, there's anxiety and children, abortion, and harm. So, but in the spiritual world, there's no unwanted children there. It's all just, and because Krishna is, it all belongs to Krishna. There, you have to understand, Krishna is, these are his own energies. He expands as us. Just so that we can all have these different varieties of relationships with him. And the specific ones that are, now he also plays with his cowboy friends. They're also very ecstatic, right? Just like, you know, when we were children, you go out to play. I don't think we do that anymore. But when I was a kid, you know, we used to go out to play and have all these games, you know, finding love and hide and seek and baseball and everything. And that's a certain kind of rasa.